The two worst feelings that a human can experience, or at least the two worst emotions, not overall feelings. I'm sure there are feelings that beat what I'm about to say, like hunger. But the two worst emotions a human can experience are regret and shame. I don't include grief in this because that's a situation you know you couldn't have done anything about it. You know, when you're grieving a loss, you probably didn't lose the thing by anything that you could have done to prevent it. Like, there was probably nothing you could have done to prevent that loss. Because us humans don't like losing things, so we typically don't lose things intentionally. But having regret and shame, i.e., oh, I wish I had done this while they were alive, it only compounds your grief. If you're going through grief and you have regret and shame mixed in with that, it feels exponentially worse. See, regret and shame come from actions that you had control over, i.e., you doing or not doing something. But grief comes from something that you had no control over, which is death. So once you experience regret and shame plus grief, that's a special kind of hell. It's the kind of thing that you have to forgive yourself for. And it's always harder to forgive your own self than it is to forgive other people or external circumstances, because you know that you could have done better. You know your own capabilities, and you also know that you failed yourself. Hence, you are currently experiencing regret and or shame. But out of those two, I would say regret is definitely the worst. You see, with shame, at least you know you can redeem yourself by stopping the behaviors that make you ashamed. But regret is in the past. There is nothing you can do to change it. And that's why regret hurts so much more. You wish you had been as wise or smart back then as you are now. But you couldn't have reached your current level of wisdom without the agony of having suffered from your previous lack of wisdom. We only grow from anguish, in the words of Mac Miller, their own friend. He did say that.
We only grow from anguish.
And the only thing that you can do about regret is try and educate the others who are younger or not as far along as you are in making that mistake. So that they don't have to learn the hard way like you did. It doesn't necessarily have to be someone who's younger, just someone who is on a similar journey to you, and you try and guide them and save them some time, save them some of the pain that will come with making the same mistakes that you have made. So maybe there is something to be gleaned from regret. The wisdom kind of makes it worth it, because the wisdom allows you to become someone who can contribute to the overall knowledge of humanity, so that humanity becomes more efficient, or at least less inefficient in some way. In that way, those people can make their own mistakes and learn from them, and then they're going to teach other people who are not as far along the journey as they are. So regret may be a terrible thing. It sucks that we have to learn the hard way, but it's important that you are learning at all. It only makes you smarter. Anyway, that's it for this essay. If you got anything out of this, stick around for more insightful takes like this, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Check out the Hybrid Hustler Starter Course and the Switched On ebook series using the links below.